always good to think, okay, what if this were a test question too? And it gets you better at like testing situations if you kind of think about it that way. This is the distributive property. Okay, unless I make a little mistake. No, that's right. So -6 times 5 is -30. -6 times -11 is +66. Sweet. All right, now I'm going to bring all the, I guess I'll continue bring all the variables to the left, but you could actually bring the variable terms to the right if you wanted. It's not wrong. And this is called balancing the equation. It's the both sides rule. It's the BS rule. The BS rule is not really BS, okay? It's true math. We've got 6y. The BS rule is not BS. It's both sides. What you do to one side, you do to the other. All right, so this is 12, -12. Okay, and then we're going to divide both sides by 6. What do we think about my answer?
Seems correct.
It does?
Yeah.
Why?
I moved.
Because -12 divided by 6 is
symbol
2.
the same.
How many of you got this answer? I can see you can raise your hand. How many of you did not get that answer? Yay, good. Okay, so this is wrong. I planted a mistake in here.
Wait, I have a question.
What?
Don't you have to flip the sign
When do we flip the sign?
when you multiply divide?
You just said it. When you multiply or divide by,
A negative number.
A negative
we're dividing by a
positive.
So we're dividing by a positive number. This is not, even though this is a negative number, we're dividing by a positive number. So you do not reverse. Inequality.
I have a question, Professor.
Yes.
How do you know which, because this isn't like an equal sign. So when you're when you're adding and subtracting on each side, how do you know which ones to put on what side? Because you only brought the 36 over, but then you use the 66 on both sides.
You can bring the numbers to the right side and the variables to the left side, or you can do the opposite. You can bring the numbers to the left side and the variables to the right side. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right, so we don't flip it. Don't flip the sign. Even though that's negative. So then how do we graph this? We've got -2, open circle, and we're going to shade everything to the left. I'm going to solve the same problem, but I'm going to bring the variables to the right side. And that's part of the problem solving process. Remember, at the end, you're supposed to ask yourself, can you arrive at the solution in a different way? Especially when you're studying or just doing homework and you're not in a test, it's definitely good to explore those things. So we've got -6, 5y minus 11, and -36, y plus 54. Again, we're going to distribute the -6. And we get negative 30 y plus 66 is less than negative 36 y plus 54. Okay, I'm gonna bring the variables to the right side. So we've got plus 30y on both sides. And then we're gonna do minus 54. BS rule, either to one side, either to the other. It's the both sides rule. That's what BS stands for. All right, so now we've got positive 12. Sorry, I'm just gotcha. Okay, and then this one is negative 6y. Okay, so now we are going to be dividing by a negative 6. This is negative. So we flip it. And we get negative 2 is greater than y. So this is equivalent to saying y, I always read it from the variable. Y is less than, it's towards the smaller side of this, negative 2. Okay. And this is, again, why the trick, I say the variable must be on the left side for you to do that arrow trick. Because these are the same statements. Okay, so all values less than negative 2.